Recovered tape. Incident 072. Subject, Lakeview residence. Date, June 3rd, 2025. File corrupted. This footage is the only evidence left. My daughter Ellie has always loved her toys. Teddy bears, plastic ponies, action figures from yard sales. But her favorite, her best friend, is a porcelain doll. She found it in a cardboard donation bin behind a church. I didn't even want to bring it home. The thing gave me a weird feeling. It was cracked just below the eye. Its face was too smooth, too perfect. Ellie named her Clara. She said Clara talked to her. We thought it was just imagination. We were wrong. It started with Max, our dog. He's a golden retriever, the calmest, gentlest dog you could ever meet. One evening, Ellie was having a tea party. Clara sat across from her, plastic cups, stuffed animals all around. Then Max walked into the living room. He froze, ears pinned back, tail stiff. He stared at the doll. Then, one sudden, sharp bark. Ellie yelled, "No, Clara doesn't like barking." Max backed out of the room, eyes still locked on the doll. That was the first bark. We didn't think much of it. But that night, he refused to leave our bedroom. He laid in front of the door, didn't move, didn't sleep, just stared down the dark hallway toward Ellie's room. The next day, he wouldn't go near her. Every time she brought Clara into the room, Max would growl and walk away. We thought maybe he was jealous. But that night, things got worse. We'd installed a hallway camera a while back. Just a cheap night vision cam that pointed toward the bedrooms. At 2:18 a.m., Max stood motionless in the hall, staring at Ellie's door. Then came the sound. Soft whispering. It was impossible to make out. Like words spoken backward, like children talking underwater. Then Ellie's bedroom door creaked open by itself. We froze watching the footage. There was no one behind it. Then, a voice. A child's voice, but not Ellie's. It sounded wrong, distorted, overlapping. It said, "She says Max is scared. She says he remembers." Max growled, then charged toward the door. The camera cut out. I watched that footage again and again. That voice didn't belong to my daughter. It sounded like several children, speaking at once. The next morning, I found drawings on Ellie's bedroom wall. Crayon pictures of her, Max, and Clara. But in each one there was something else. A tall, faceless shadow standing behind them. Arms too long, legs bent the wrong way. In one drawing, Max was torn in half, and Clara sat next to him, smiling. That afternoon, I found one of Ellie's toy microphones lying on the floor. It records when pressed. I hit play. First, there was tea party chatter. Ellie giggling, plastic clinks. Then another voice joined in. It whispered, "One bark, one life. You made a pact, girl." Ellie responded softly, "I won't let him bark again." My stomach dropped. We started finding Clara in strange places. We'd leave her in Ellie's room, but then find her sitting at the dining table, staring out the hallway window, or on the couch. One time, I put her on the top shelf of the closet, locked the door. That night, I woke up to the sound of porcelain tapping on the floorboards. In the morning, she was sitting on the staircase, facing our bedroom. I checked the hallway footage again. At 3 a.m., Max was sleeping on the rug near the couch. Then glitch. Frame skips. Static. Frame 1, Max asleep. Frame 2, Clara now on the couch armrest. Frame 3, Max is gone. Frame 4, Clara sitting alone on the carpet. No motion, just jumps. Like time broke. We searched the entire house. No Max. Ellie told us he went inside Clara, so he'd be quiet forever. We found his collar under the couch, wrapped in a piece of frayed string from Clara's dress. I started researching. Found an old box in the attic from the previous owners. Inside was a dusty VHS tape labeled Clara, 1991. I played it. It was a child's birthday party. A little girl unwrapped a present, pulled out the same porcelain doll. She smiled, held it up. The footage glitched. Cut to a news report. Local child Madison Hart, age 6, died in her sleep last night. Cause unknown. Family dog found mutilated in the garage. The doll was placed in her arms. We tried everything. We burned it. It didn't burn. We buried it. 6 feet deep in the woods. The next morning, Clara was on the kitchen counter, covered in dirt. We called a priest. He didn't even touch it. He took one look, said nothing, and left. The final night, I went into the basement, heard footsteps. Not human ones, small, precise, like porcelain tapping against cement. I turned on my flashlight. Light flickered. Then, Ellie appeared in front of me, smiling, pale, eyes glassy. She said, "Clara says you're next. She doesn't like barking." Then came the crash. The flashlight hit the floor. A growl, a giggle that didn't sound like Ellie's. And silence. We left the next day, didn't take anything, didn't even lock the door. You can think we're crazy. You can say it's all in our heads, but if your pet starts barking at something that isn't there, don't scold them. Don't wait. Leave. Because your pet always knows first.